What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, what we talk about on this channel is the different side hustle that you can do making money online, but also how to invest it and get the freedom back in your life that you deserve. So with that being said, if you're interested in any of that, make sure you subscribe, ding that notification bell, and we can get on with the video. So in this video, what we're going to talk about is the 5 different side hustles that you can do from home. Even as a beginner, you don't have to have any experience to do that, and most of them are at least very cheap, but can also be completely free. So that can be a great thing for those who don't have very much money. And as usual, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the ones that are not the best and end up with the best. So make sure you stick until the end, because at the end we've got some pretty good stuff right there. So with that being said, the very first thing that you're going to have to do if you want to start a new side hustle is to actually sell what you have in your house. And I know that a lot of you don't think that they have anything to sell at your house, but believe me, if you look around, I'm sure there's some things that you don't even use anymore that you just keep for the sake of keeping them. But if you actually get to sell them, I'm sure that you can make quite a lot of money just by doing that. And also, the other advantage that it has is it gets to declutter your life, and that gives you clarity in your life as well. So that's a great thing to do, because that as soon as you get more clarity, you'll be able to get scaling to the moon. So we all want that. So selling the stuff in your house, just look around, the things that you don't use anymore. Maybe it's going to be clothing that you don't use anymore. Maybe it's going to be toys that you had when you were kids, or just random stuff that you don't use anymore just because you're not passionate about them. And believe me, there's some stuff that can be really valuable. Look at Pokemon cards. A few years ago, nobody wanted any of those, and now they're selling for crazy numbers. Now, you don't have to have something like Pokemon cards to sell, but still, that gives you an idea of how crazy it can be. If you had vintage stuff that you bought new maybe, but now it's just vintage stuff, you can also sell that for quite a bit of money, because I can guarantee there's some people looking for that. Now, you might not have as valuable stuff, but still, anything that you don't use, there's probably someone that's ready to spend a little bit of money to actually do that, and that can get the step in the door to go to the next side hustle. So I'm sure that you've heard about product arbitrage, but in this one we're going to do it a little bit different. So if you're unaware what product arbitrage is, and I can't even speak right now, so bear with me, that's just what happens. I just filmed my last video 5 minutes before this one. So anyway, product arbitrage is when you buy something that you think is very cheap for what it is, and then sell it for what it's worth, maybe even higher if you're good at that. But that's not the point. At least selling for what it's worth is pretty good. So you buy it and sell it. It's kind of what the side hustle that I just talked about was, except that you buy whatever item it is first. But we're going to do this a little bit differently, just so that you can scale it up and not do it with physical products. So what we want to do is go to a place where there's tons of people that are selling that item or that product or that service, and then get it to somewhere where not a lot of people are getting it and not a lot of people are getting offers, so that you can do this quite well. So one of those things could be, and you don't have to do this exact way, but a good idea could be going to Fiverr.com. If you don't know Fiverr.com, it's where people offer different services where you can get paid to get those services. So, for example, a lot of people are selling YouTube thumbnails, doing all sorts of different services, graphic design, anything like that. But some people actually know how to rank websites on Google, for example. So what you can do is get one of those people, try to find someone that's got a good rating. Try to find someone that's got some good reviews, because you don't want to just pick anyone and just find out they don't know what they're doing. But when you find that person that's got some good reviews, and this could be sold for like $10, $15, it's really, really cheap. And then what you do is you contact some local businesses that you have and just say, you know, the people that don't have very great websites, that are ranking really down, and just ring them up. And yes, you will have to pick up the phone for this. Ring them up and say, okay, I was on Google and I realized that your website wasn't really ranking up, and this can get you potential clients if your website get ranked up. So what you can do is, even though you paid $15, you could do that first few clients for free and just give them a testimonial for you and rank your website as well. And then when you have those testimonials, then you do the exact same thing, take that same person from Fiverr and then sell it to businesses. And you can sell them for $50, $60, $70, $80, $100, depending on the business, to actually rank their website up. And you just have to look at the prices. You can increase over time. But if you're ranking for doctors, dentists, things like that, those people are getting a lot of money per client. When they get one client, it's going to bring them so much revenue. So they're ready to pay you a lot of money just to rank their website up, just because one client equals a lot of money, contrary to something where maybe it's a pizza place and one client is only worth maybe 10 bucks or something like that. But if you rank for a dentist, it can be something for 10,000 bucks, 15,000 bucks. So they're ready to pay you 2,000 bucks easy. It's a no-brainer for them, because you're able to rank their website. But it's not even you that's doing that, it's somebody else. And this is a business that's really scalable and can make you quite a lot of money if you target the right businesses and you have the right partner for Fiverr. So make sure you check that out if that's the business that you want to do. So that was only the second one. So let's go into the third one, and that is Fiverr gigs. Because that person on Fiverr was actually doing the work, but maybe you know how to do graphic design, and maybe you're the one that knows how to rank on Google. Maybe you're the one that knows, you know, how to make YouTube thumbnails that people click on, knows how to do videos. I don't know what it is. Maybe you know how to use a certain software that a lot of people don't know how to do, and that could be you that's actually doing this stuff on Fiverr. So Fiverr, you just sign up for the other part and you start ranking for that. And that should have been the second place, because the third one, the one I talked about before, was actually better, because you can rank for that. But if you don't want to call, different businesses and things like that, that can be a great side hustle that you can do from home with not very much experience, just learning some sort of skill that's actually sellable. And there's a ton of skills that are, so you can do that for sure. That can bring you some extra income, so that's a great place to start. So the next one that I want to talk about is actually for people that don't want to show their faces on camera, just like I'm doing right now, and that is to create some sort of social media presence, but without showing your face. There's a ton of YouTube channels that mostly are educational, and if you teach people how to do a certain thing, maybe you know how to code, so you go on your computer and you just teach people how to code. You can just show your screen and record your voice over, or even have somebody on Fiverr doing that exact same thing for you, because that's something that a lot of people sell, and some of them have very good voices. Now, you don't want to have some sort of robotic voice, because you can do that on Google, but whenever I find a video like that, I just click off right away, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one. So you probably don't want to do that. But if you want to record your own voice and just show your screen, you can do that, or pay someone on Fiverr to do that. But please don't use Google for that, because the robotic voice isn't good at all. But any skill can be good for that. You just have to know how to, film, get the videos interesting at least, or something like that. I've seen a lot of people just teach different things that you can do even on Excel, which is very known, but some people have an extra skill on that and are very good at it. So if you sell on Excel, then you can actually make quite a bit of different things on that app, and you can teach it as well. And I've seen someone sell for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I believe she made over $100,000 just from doing that. So you can do that from skills that apparently, for most people isn't something that they can sell, because people just randomly assume that they can use Excel. But if you're pretty good at it, you can still sell it for people that want to learn more about it. And that's something that can be quite scalable, especially if you're using social media. Just not showing your face, you just have to kind of be creative and find some great ways to do it. So we're down to the last one, and that is creating a personal brand. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. And creating a personal brand can make you insane amounts of money. And if we're talking about YouTube, some people have made $10 million, $100 million. And if you're talking about the broad world, then some people have made billions of dollars. Yes, billions of dollars. So what is a personal brand? Personal branding can be about anything, but basically it's you promoting yourself as an authority in a certain niche. For example, I know how to do affiliate marketing. I've been doing affiliate marketing, but maybe even if you're a beginner, you can share your journey as well. And you should just share your knowledge about some different things and basically tell the world that you exist. So the great way to start is doing that on TikTok. You can branch out to YouTube, you can create a blog. There's so many different things. There's some people that are very known on Instagram, for example. So creating something, having a personal brand, you're not ever going to sell your brand because it's yourself, but you can sell some different things. For example, affiliate marketing can be a great way, because if you have a lot of eyeballs, you can sell somebody else's courses or software or something like that. Number two, you can actually have your own courses, your own products, and that typically makes a lot of people millionaires just by doing that. Obviously, you will have to grow your audience first, but it doesn't have to be that hard. It does take a little bit of time, but it doesn't have to be that complicated to do that. So, affiliate marketing, having your own course, having your own physical products. Look at Graham Stephan, he's got millions of followers, he sells coffee. I'm sure that works really well, even though, his personal brand isn't about coffee, it's about personal finance, but still he makes quite a bit of money just by selling coffee. And there's so many different other ways. There's people selling merch that are doing great at that. There's basically, it skyrockets whatever you're trying to sell. Even if you're doing one-on-one coaching, for example, building a personal brand can get you more clients just coming to you because they want to work with you, because they know you from social media or whatever channel you choose to have. Some people have ever gone to TV to do that sort of thing. So personal branding, in my opinion, is one of the best ways to do that. And I believe that a lot of famous business owners and more are actually going to build a personal brand, just because it's something that is vital to build your business to the next level. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give me one of these, subscribe, ding that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.